Welcome to Instabase Tech Talks. Today we're going to be taking a look at how we can use the Instabase platform to solve a complex end-to-end document understanding use case. Let's take a look at this messy PDF packet. It's a single file containing many documents, from pay stubs to bank statements to tax forms, and even some address proofs. The tables here are across multiple pages, and so we need to handle these multi-page documents as a single logical entity. But we also need to split the packet up and perform classification so that we can extract the correct fields from each of the documents contained within. Let's see how we can use Instabase to be called via API from an existing web front end in order to push this document into the Instabase platform for processing. Let's upload this document to our existing web front end, which will call Instabase via API to upload, split, classify, and extract from this complex document. I can choose the Choose Files button here and select that document packet. And when I press Submit, this document will be pushed to Instabase via API and will perform pre-processing, digitization, classification, and extraction, and then validating those fields which we extracted. This document gets processed, and the end user gets a response to say the document was uploaded and processed successfully. We can also return error messages to the user here to tell them that document was of too low quality, or you didn't upload the correct documents, to give the user feedback in real time. And so let's take a look at the results. Here we can see that for that messy, complex PDF packet, we successfully split up and classified the contents, recognizing when some multi-page documents appeared, such as bank statements, and extracting data according to the correct schema for each of the other document types: tax forms, address proofs, and payslips. We can zoom in and take a look at some of these specific documents. Here we see that across the broad and variable class of document, payslip, we're able to extract key fields like national insurance number, the period total pay, deductions, taxes, and even the annual pay for this person. And although the layout of a payslip can change significantly between different vendors or employers, we're able to get those same fields reliably in every single case. Now, the ability to handle these complex and highly variable classes of documents using a single set of generic extraction logic isn't just applicable to payslips, but can be applied to any other document type. That's the power of the Instabase platform. We can quickly configure new solutions to variable document types with very high accuracy. Now, let's take a look at what happened to this complex PDF packet for it to be processed so effectively by the Instabase platform. On Instabase, we use a flow to combine the powerful building blocks of the platform to develop sophisticated end-to-end solutions. You'll see here for this PDF packet flow, we have the first step to process the files and perform optical character recognition, recognizing the text in images and making them machine readable, getting everything into a single and consistent digital format. We can then map the records to say that this is a PDF packet that we need to split up, and then classify each of the pages within, before applying extraction and then user-defined functions, which give us the ability to map the data to a specific schema. At any stage in this process, we can simply add an additional step, perhaps applying a checkpoint for human review, applying redactor to some sensitive information that we may have extracted, or even generating a new document as a summary of the documents which we extracted from. It's so easy to build new solutions on Flow that combine these powerful technologies on the Instabase platform. Now, let's take a look at one of those extractions, which just took place within that messy PDF packet. You can see that we're able to extract dates from the document by using this simple function, read dates. It takes the input of the entire document, which is the text that was parsed by the OCR model, and then searches for dates that appear close to some label that is semantically similar to pay date. And you can see here that we have a fallback logic. If we don't find a pay date label in the document, just return a date from the document. This works consistently in every case, even though the layout, template, and description of these fields on the page can vary across every document. Here we can see pay date in a vertical key value pair relationship. Here we can see a document that was where the pay date appears on the bottom of the page. Here's another payslip from the same provider, but taken in very poor quality with significant skew on the document. Now, we can take the same approach for extracting all of the other fields within this document. In exactly the same way that we did for the pay date, we can use the powerful and flexible out-of-the-box Instabase functions right here in Refiner to avoid developing a templated solution to this broad class of highly variable documents. It's important as well that we can perform validations on the data that we extract from these documents. Now, we can take these two fields, year-to-date total pay and annual pay, and pass them to an external service via API to validate that they contain the data that we expect. You can see here that the API returns violation, need human review when the check fails, or okay, all checks passed in the other case. And it's very easy for us to define this call external service function, which is actually not an out-of-the-box Instabase function, but one which I wrote here with just 4 lines of Python. You can see we take 2 inputs, define this call external service function, and send them to the API, returning the response. This extensibility of the Instabase platform means that we can handle very sophisticated and complex business process logic right here within the Instabase platform. Now, we can see that this flow, which combines several powerful building blocks of the Instabase platform to digitize complex and messy PDF packets, split them up and classify their contents before performing extraction and validation. We can compile this application into a single file, a solution binary, which we can easily publish to the Instabase marketplace. You can see that here that once the binary compilation is completed, it's available as a single solution file, which we can open and run on any new documents. So in this demo, we've seen how we can take a messy and complex real-world document, like a PDF packet containing multiple files, and submit that to Instabase from our existing web portal via API. We saw that the results were of extremely high accuracy, both for classification and extraction, and we took a look behind the scenes to see how we built that solution, using the powerful and flexible building blocks of Flow and the powerful functions available in Refiner to enable us to configure generic extractions to those complex document understanding problems. Thank you.